Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Join me today from Hy-Vee, one of our two great dietitians. Amy is here. Amy, welcome back to the show. Have you got avocados there?
I do have some avocados today, a little hint for today's theme.
Well, welcome back to the show. We're glad to have you. And yes, today's theme is Gimme the Green. I like it. Green, in any circumstance to me, it seems like green equals healthy for the most part when we're looking at stuff. So you've got a couple of different things to talk about as we go green for the month of March. Wow, can't believe it's March already. But
Right.
first and foremost, just tell us a little bit about why you choose green veggies and vegetables, fruits, vegetables, that sort of thing.
Yes. So, generally in the produce section, we recommend eating all the different colors. Every color has a little bit different health benefit, but since it's March and it's St. Patrick's Day, I thought, why not? Let's just focus on the green ones. So, kind of talking about a couple of the different green produce items that you can find that are going to just have some different health benefits, just some different ways to use them as well.
All right. Well, we'll jump on the first one, which is the avocado. It's got a lot of different fun uses for it, but why is it good for us to indulge on?
Yes, yes. So avocados, as you can see pictured here, they actually are one of the only things in the produce section that will contain fat. Most fruits and vegetables really don't contain any fats, but avocado does. And avocado has the type of fat that we like to call heart healthy. So it's that unsaturated fat that's actually beneficial for heart health. So, it's really nice to be incorporating that into your diet for that reason. Another benefit of eating foods that have fat in them is that they tend to stick with you a little bit longer. So if you're eating a meal that has some fat in it, you'll feel full a little bit longer after that meal.
How about prepping? So if you're somebody like me who's like afraid to dive into the avocado because you're like, isn't there like a fancy way of prepping this thing? What would you say to that?
There's a couple different things you can do. So if you want to go with a full avocado, kind of a good way to do it is to just cut it in half and then remove the pit. Some people will just take a spoon and scoop it out. Kind of depends what you're using it for. If you're using it for avocado, that works great because it's going to get mashed up anyway. Sometimes people will score it with a knife and then kind of open it up and then you can get it out that way. So, a couple different techniques you can use. And then if that's intimidating or you just don't want to deal with it, which is fine, you can also just get individual servings of just avocado that's already, removed from the skin and ready to use. So that would be another way. And this is something actually I just learned the other day as well. You can actually get frozen diced avocado. And again, it just depends on what your end use is. So if you wanted it fresh on a salad, that's probably not how you want to buy it. But if you're going to throw it in a smoothie, then, that's a perfect way to have it and it'll last longer for you.
Follow-up question to that, how do you know if they're ripe or not ripe, and when should you buy, like based on that, how do you know when to buy it and how long it's going to last?
Yes, that is a fantastic question. I feel like that's like one of the world's great mysteries, right?
It is
How to tell if an avocado is ripe. So when you're at the grocery store, the way to know that it's ripe and ready to use, like if you wanted to use it that day or maybe the next day, when you give a little squeeze to the avocado, you want it to give just a little bit.
Okay.
If it's very firm, it's not ready to use yet. And if you can really squeeze it and make an indentation, it's very ripe. I would use it for sure that day or the next day. Another trick is if they're not ripe yet, you can speed that process up. So you could put the avocado in a paper bag with like an apple or banana, and the ripening gases that those apples and bananas give off will actually help the avocado ripen a little faster. So
there you go. You are the
tips and
avocado
tricks.
expert or expert for sure. Sorry to dive into the avocado so much, but obviously you can tell this guy's very interested, but you should be too. It's a great green veggie there. Another one of my favorites, the green bell pepper. What can't you do with a green bell pepper?
Exactly. Peppers are so versatile. You can really use them in a lot of different things. And, a little known fact about bell peppers, when we think about vitamin C, which is a popular vitamin this time of year, everyone's getting colds and sick, and we're always looking for, ways to kind of help the immune system a little bit. Peppers are really high in vitamin C as well. So it's a nice alternative to an orange for getting that vitamin in your diet. And yeah, you can use them in so many different things. They're great in stir fries. They're great to put in omelets. You can eat them raw with like a hummus dip or even some guacamole, kind of pair your two greens together. So, use them in a lot of different ways.
All right, next one. A lot of people like these kiwis. And again, I think another one of those that you're like, how do you know this thing's good to go? But it definitely has got some benefits.
Yeah. And kiwi, again, another vitamin C, another source of vitamin C, also fiber and potassium as well. And I would say for kind of the ripeness factor, testing that kind of similar to an avocado. So really just kind of giving it a squeeze. If it's really firm, try to ripen it for a few more days before you want to go ahead and use it.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had kiwi, but it's one that easy to get back into the kitchen and start using for sure.
Mhm.
Spinach, boy, is this one popular. I think,
Yeah.
and there's so many different ways to use spinach as well, not just for salads.
Yes, absolutely. And spinach is a nice, from a nutrition standpoint, it has a nice combination of iron and again, vitamin C, which, anytime you're consuming iron, if you can consume vitamin C with it, it actually helps your body absorb it a little better. So that's kind of a nice pairing that's already present in the spinach. Also has vitamin K, which is good for blood clotting, another important one. Yes, and spinach, I feel like there are a few things that you cannot add spinach to. There's some exceptions, but it can go in savory, it can go in sweet. A lot of people like to put spinach in smoothies for that extra nutrition. And really, once you have enough fruit in a smoothie, you really aren't going to taste that spinach at all.
And you really, as far as cooking it, there isn't really too much to it, right? I mean, really, it can take it as it is. And besides washing it, I mean, you're really in any direction with it. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I put spinach in a lot of things, and it's one of those things too, if I have a big bag in the fridge and it's starting to look like, it's only got about a couple days left, it cooks down really well. So, you can throw it in soup, you can throw it in pasta sauce, you can even layer it in some lasagna. I like to mix it in with eggs, it really goes well with a lot of things, and it doesn't have that strong flavor. So, it melds well with a lot of different dishes.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it that the flavor there it's there, but it's not overpowering by any means. It's actually
Mhm.
surprisingly. I had cooked with it for the first time this year, if you can believe that, and I couldn't believe how much it renders down. I'm like looking at
Mhm.
this stack of, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? And then all of a sudden it was gone. I'm like, oh, okay, well now I know. More you
Yeah.
know. All right, green tea, final one. It's in the name, but it's got some good bennies.
Yes, absolutely. And it's the one thing on the list, not in the produce department necessarily, but green tea contains compounds that we call polyphenols, which are really known for their antioxidant properties. So if you've heard the word antioxidant before, really what those do is they help our bodies fight off damage from free radicals, which are just natural things we produced just kind of as a waste product, from breathing, from being out in the environment and things like that. So, those antioxidants are really protective.
Yeah, it's a nice warm drink if you like warm drinks too.
Mhm.
If you have it warm, cold, whatever, it works well. All right, so you've told us all these great things about some of the great green vegetables, and if you want the green light to easy use of them, there's a challenge that you could get involved with to test the appetite, if you will. Tell us about the 5-day challenge.
Yes, so we are doing a challenge right now through the end of March. So you still have almost a full month to do it. And especially if one of your goals for this year has been to increase your fruit and vegetable intake, this is a perfect opportunity to do it. So you can sign up for our Hy-Vee 5-a-day challenge. It's free to sign up. You can go to our website to do it. And really all you have to do is track for 7 days that you've had a total serving of 5 fruits and vegetables each day. So it can be any fruits and vegetables. It doesn't matter which ones. We just want you to, we're just trying to help people get those extra servings in every day through a fun challenge. And, you know, if you need a little incentive, there are prizes. So, you know, if you're motivated by prizes, you know, we'll be giving out some pretty significant Hy-Vee gift cards as well. So yeah.
No, we're giving out green vegetables, okay? Come on
Yes.
now. We're giving out avocados for everybody. No, okay. You can use the gift card to pick up some of the green vegetables in your local neighborhood market. Amy, thank you so much for the great information. If people like to learn more about stuff we talked about today, or just start a conversation with the dietitians at Hy-Vee, how can they do so?
Best place is to go to our website. So go to hyvee.com/health. And then we have a whole page for dietitian services. You can check out our other offerings besides the 5-a-day challenge, and then get in touch with a dietitian from there.
You know, it's important. Fitchburg's colors are green, you know, green and white. So, I mean, like, this is like the best segment for green everything. So I appreciate it. Great topic. And happy St. Patty's Day to you, and avocados.
Same to you.